Hi everyone, my name is Ethan Blanchard and today I'll be giving you a quick tour of the Clouds Weather Decision Aid from the Aviation Weather Center website. This tool provides valuable information for flight planning, and I'll be explaining basically its key features and why it's important for weather-related risk management in aviation. So when we come onto the website, we can see here, we start here and we go on the weather drop down. And I chose clouds because I felt like it was what was most readily accessible to me in the moment. Some of the other tools weren't giving me some great results, so I just chose this. And it's pretty easy because it's right over Florida, and Florida's got plenty of clouds coming in, so definitely no lack of material there. So let's start. So like I said, you select the Clouds Decision Aid. This tool is considered a forecast. It provides information on the cloud coverage predictions for different altitudes over a certain time period. So as we look at the tool, you'll notice that the visualization shows cloud coverages using color shading with this dark blue and sometimes even this purple color showing as the denser cloud coverage. So we can also adjust the altitude layers here on the right to see clouds at different flight levels from lower altitudes up to high levels. And sometimes you'll also see a time slider at the bottom like here, and it allows us to forecast cloud coverage for, I don't know, anywhere from the next 12 to 24 hours. And it gives us a clear look at how cloud conditions will change over time, which is pretty crucial for flight planning. So this is that over here. So here's some of the layers, right? But first though, here are some of the layers, and so there's symbols you can turn on and off, SIGMET, CWA, GAirMet. Can't tell you what those things really mean, but I know that they are relatively important, so they're there if you need them. I'm sure we'll learn about that a little heavier later on in the course. But yeah, anyways, let's move to the next thing. So flight impacts and hazards is something I wanted to touch on. Cloud coverage can present like several hazards for pilots, such as reduced visibility when you're flying under your visual flight rules, and it can also indicate potential turbulence, especially in denser clouds, or the risk of icing at higher altitudes, which could also be a pretty important threat. If you've ever gotten your PPL, that's something they pretty heavily talk about is icing, and if you're at Daytona, I'm sure you've probably flown a little bit. So in particular, clouds during takeoff and landing are critical because they can obscure visibility, and they can make flight challenges that are not fun to deal with. So importance for flight planning though. So why is this important? Well, it plays a pretty key role in flight planning and risk management because by using this forecast, pilots and dispatchers can avoid routes that may have hazardous cloud conditions, which can improve the safety of the flight and reduce in-flight risks. So for example, identifying areas with thick cloud coverage ahead of time can reroute flights to avoid turbulence, which is what a lot of airlines want to do, right? Like, you don't want to have a bumpy flight because then people aren't going to fly with you because they think you're not a good pilot. But the reality is turbulence happens, and well, you just can't control it. But people that have never flown before don't know that, so it's important to have good public perception, right? So yeah, in summary, this is the Clouds Decision Aid. It's a pretty good tool. I enjoy it. I'll zoom out real quick so you can see like what everything looks like. It's just a cluster of information here. I mean, it's really hard to depict at this range, but it's super interesting. Here's where I'm located right now. We're gonna go to my current location. Boom, Anchorage, Alaska. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyways, thanks for watching this tour. I hope the information helped you understand how to utilize it for safer operations.